letter from White and Case on behalf of Meta. But our invitation was for Facebook Philippines, tama po ba? And in fact, the letter was addressed to Mr. Henrickson David. So hindi naman po Meta talaga. Just for the information of the body, the committee is in receipt of a letter from counsel from the US stating that Meta cannot be invited. Facebook Philippines is not authorized to receive the invitation. However, I think this is like the case of Google. Although Google and Alphabet is international, Google Philippines chose to appear. So I think, Mr. Chair, this would not stand po as a reason for Facebook Philippines not to attend. So given that they have failed to substantiate the reason for their absence, may I move, Mr. Chair, that a show cause order be issued for Facebook Philippines?
Second.
Could you please enumerate shall we say, platforms that would be issued a show cause order?
Altogether na lang po,
Yes.
Mr. Chair, Omnibus. On the second matter, Mr. Chair, this is in relation to ByteDance, the owner of TikTok. They've sent a letter to the committee stating that they could not appear due to an engagement in Singapore. Unfortunately, the engagement was not substantiated, and based on precedents in this committee, we generally would require proof of the reason of their absence. So likewise, in the same manner, then I would like to amend my motion, Mr. Chair. I'd like to move that the show cause order be issued to ByteDance Philippines, or the invitee here po, no, sa email to, and to Facebook Philippines, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any objection to the motion? Hearing none, the motion is carried. COMSEC, please take note that we issue a show cause order to the mentioned platform.
Mr. Chair, sorry, one more amendment in line with the rules of the committee, as the COMSEC has just informed me now, to include po in the motion the specific person. So for ByteDance Philippines, that is Ms. Pichi Paderna, and for Meta Platforms, or in the case of Facebook Philippines, this is Mr. Henrickson David. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
As amended, do I hear any objection to the motion? Hearing none, the motion is carried. COMSEC, please take note that we invite the persons as mentioned by the Honorable Gutierrez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Chairman, for admin pa rin po to. Sorry po. Mr. Chairman, may since attorney, former Secretary, former Congressman Bello has already entered his appearance as counsel of those resource person, he's requesting us if he can now leave because he has still work outside.
Is there any objection from the members that we excuse Secretary Bello? Hearing none? Okay.
Thank you, Chairman.
Honorable Barbers, you are now recognized.
I would like to yield my time to Congresswoman Roman, because she promised me that it will just be very short.
The Honorable Roman is recognized.
Anyway, Mr. Chair, nais ko lang isaad at bigyang diin ang naturalesa ng komisyon na to, no? Which is basically investigation in aid of legislation. And I think meron tayong konting problema sa pagpaparating dito ng ating mga imbitado dahil nga pinangungunahan nila ang ating pakay, no? Akala nila ay lilitisin sila dito, hindi naman po ito korte, hindi naman ito hukuman, bagamat ito ay simple lamang na pagpapalit ng kuro-kuro. Kalinya na rin po ng naturalesa ng committee na ito na maghanap ng mga polisiya at mga patakaran upang i-regulate ang social media, upang iwasan ang paglaganap ng fake news. Nais ko sanang ihatag sa komite na ito ang naging bunga ng aking pakikipagpanayam sa mga journalists, sa mga content creators, sa mga eksperto na masasabi. Kung papahintulutan po ako ng ating mabuting chairman, ay gusto ko sanang ilatag ang aking suggestion para maiwasan ang problema natin na tila nagbubunga doon sa kakulangan ng regulations, ng policies, ng mga internal regulations na sinasabi, no? At pagkakaisa sa loob ng sektor. ang COMSEC sana makadistribute kayo ng tinatawag kong pagtatatag ng Digital Council of the Philippines. So I made a policy briefer. So the proliferation of fake news, disinformation, and malinformation on social media platform poses a significant threat to public trust, democratic discourse, and national security. Alam na po natin yan. Despite existing laws, current mechanisms are fragmented and insufficient in addressing digital misinformation. At palagay ko, we're all in agreement sa puntong yon. Therefore, this proposal seeks to create the Digital Council of the Philippines, a multi-stakeholder body tasked with setting standards and ensuring accountability for online content. So ang mga layunin po, ang objectives ng Digital Council of the Philippines is number 1, to establish, and please listen kasi I'm going to ask you, magkakaroon po tayo ng pagsusulit. Tatanungin ko po kayo sa inyong mga opinion, Mr. Chair. Number 1, to establish a regulatory body that sets ethical standards for digital content. Number 2, to combat fake news, disinformation, and malinformation. Number 3, to promote digital literacy and responsible online behavior. And number 4, to ensure coordination between government agencies and private stakeholders. Mr. Chair, narito po ang kapisanan ng broadcasters ng Pilipinas, di po ba? Maaari ko ba siyang makapanayam?
I think the KBB representative is here.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Para magkaroon po kayo ng ideya kung ano ang tinutukoy ko sa pagtatatag ng Digital Council of the Philippines. Mr. Chair, tatanungin ko dun sa KBP, are you familiar with the Advertising Standards Council? Yes. Mr. Chair, could the resource person briefly describe the function of the Advertising Standards Council of the Philippines?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'm familiar with the Ad Standards Council of the Philippines. I'm a founding member.
Okay.
The Advertising Standards Council was an offshoot of the Ad Board of the Philippines. Its intention is to regulate content or advertising content in order to conform with its certain advertising standards, which standards were developed by the industry. It goes, there are several procedures, but basically, advertising material is pre-screened or post-screened. The key to all of this is the gatekeeper, and these are the media outlets who are members of the Ad Standards Council. The media outlets are required not to accept advertising material which has not been approved by the Ad Standards Council.
Okay, thank you very much. Sa madaling salita, ang Ads Standards Council ay sumusuri ng lahat ng mga commercial na tinatawag natin, whether sa radio o sa television, depending on the standards that they themselves have established. And I would presume that these standards uphold what is true and what is fair. So imagine itong scenario na ito. Sa halip na commercials, ang ating pag-uusapan ay ang mga bits and pieces of news, ang content na sinasabi na nangyayari dito sa ating social media. And instead of the Ads Standards Council, we have the Digital Council of the Philippines. Mr. Chair, do you get the idea, more or less? Yes, okay. Now, what would be the composition of the Digital Council of the Philippines? The Digital Council of the Philippines should be composed of representatives from the Digital Marketing Association of the Philippines. Sila po yung nag-handle ng mga ads, actually. Kasi it's a business. It's a business. Kumikita sila dyan at sila po yung nag-ano po ng mga ads dyan sa social media. Number 2, the Artificial Intelligence Council of the Philippines. Nadadya na tayo sa puntong yan. Artificial Intelligence. Number 3, Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines. Ito po ang samahan ng mga content creators and influencers, no? And they're highly professional at meron silang minimum number of followers, ano po. And I would also link this with the registry of content creators sa ating